Let's get to our next topic. It's brought to us by PrizePicks, guys. You and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, it pays to be right. Don't miss any of our exciting offers we have, whether it's the NBA, NFL, or both. There's no better time to jump in on the PrizePicks action. All you do is pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, and if you get them right, you win. It takes less than 60 seconds to make your lineup, and you can play it almost anywhere in the country. Download the PrizePicks app today and use promo code LOCKEDONNFL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first 5. That's code LOCKEDONNFL for $50 in lineups after you play your first 5. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. Guys, the updated Defensive Rookie of the Year, odds just came out on FanDuel. It came out yesterday, but I missed it, so we're going to do it today. Yeah. Carson Schwesinger is now
mentioned it earlier.
The overwhelming favorite, as Bull said, to be the Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's plus 180, Abdul Carter plus 380, Nick Emanwari in Seattle plus 550, Jahad Campbell in Philadelphia plus 700, and Jalen Walker, the rookie in Atlanta is at plus 900. The question I wanted to ask, and I know we've given Schwesinger.
By the way, it's an odd picture that you guys chose for this graphic.
It is.
You know, it's tough to find a picture of Carson where you could actually see him and he's not in a pile of tackles. It's just his left leg. At least you could tell that is Carson Schwesinger. The question I wanted to ask was, despite the fact that I know we have talked a lot about how good Carson has been this season, we asked Zach about it, are we fully appreciating how crazy of a rookie year he's having? Coming back from a high ankle sprain without missing any time, leading the NFL now in the potential odds to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Like, have we given this enough attention, and have we given Carson enough credit for going out there and single-handedly being the Browns' best linebacker from the day he started?
I feel like
we're giving him plenty of credit.
I feel like we talked about it.
Crazy question.
I just think that, to me, there is no other rookie that's really standing out defensively that would really challenge him for the spot. I mean, you got to think, this man is playing Mike linebacker, wearing a green dot, making tackles, making sure that everybody lined up in the same spot, correct spots. It's very hard to go again. No other rookie on that list has to deal with the same responsibilities that he has to deal with. I mean, I don't understand. You should give him the award now. There's nothing unless Abdul Carter go out there and get 15 sacks this season or 12 sacks this season. I don't see it.
Hey man, somewhere Andrew Berry.
It's like, thank you.
Somewhere Andrew Berry is in his cave like this with the Birdman hands. You know what I'm saying? Playboy. Like, think about it. I mean, that's the Defensive Rookie of the Year, right?
Most likely.
Think about it. Your best offensive player is who? Judkins, right?
He ain't winning Rookie of the Year.
But it don't matter. He's the Browns' best player on offense. And then you still got to look at it and say, ooh, Harold Fanning Jr., they throw him the ball more than anybody. So when you come around and you look at it, and you, Andrew Berry, you like, look, I mean, can you really get me up out of here?
Yes.
Like, can you get me up out of here?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Yes, you can.
You could get anybody. The machete can come for anybody.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
I mean, but here's the thing. I'm not talking, we always tell me this. It ain't my decision. It's what Jimmy Haslam talking about. And Jimmy Haslam don't got the hand of the king in his ear no more. So somebody going to fill that void. It's either Stefanski going to get the power or Andrew Berry going to get it.
No, or it might be somebody outside the organization.
Or somebody else that's whispering, like, hey, dog, you know what I'm saying? But when you take a look at Schwesinger, if he's the Defensive Rookie of the Year, I think it's obvious because put it to you like this. We didn't even look. I watch all this stuff. Did you know? He's in the Big Ten. Was you on Carson Schwesinger like that?
No.
He does Big Ten Network.
He's the only gamble that this organization has taken and hit on.
I was like, who's that?
Alex Mack.
He was a gamble, Alex Mack?
Yeah.
Did you know Alex Mack before they announced that pick?
No, but I don't follow college football.
All right.
I mean, Carson Schwesinger was not on no radar. I'm like, who? You took a line?
Yeah.
And it hit like this? That's crazy. And by the way, people say you don't take linebackers that high. Because if you take a linebacker that high, he has to be a 3-down player. which means he could cover. That means he could get sideline to sideline. He could tackle. He's not a liability in the run game. He's tough. He's smart. And he got all of that. And he played from day one.
Yeah, he's been an absolute stud, but I think we've given him full credit. We talked about him constantly.
We're giving him full credit.
I mean, what have we not said? We've lauded the season he's having. He's been tremendous.
How is it that he's having a better year than your first round pick?
Well, the first round pick plays a position that I told people, if you play D tackle and you get taken in the first round or the top 10, you better be Aaron Donald because people is expecting you to be. It's a defensive tackle. You're not going to have that production.
Did Jalen Carter win Defensive Rookie of the Year?
He's not Jalen Carter.
I'm just asking.
Sure, hold on.
Yeah, he's not.
I'm just asking.
You think Jalen Carter?
Because everybody loved to say
Jalen Carter did not win Rookie of the Year, but he was a all-rookie team selection.
What does numbers look like? What does numbers look like for Jalen Carter the last couple of years?
As a rookie?
Yeah, as a rookie.
As a rookie, he had, Steve, put Mason Graham's numbers, 173. For the season, remind you, Mason Graham has only played in 9 games now, so it's half.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
No. Carter had 33 total tackles.
Okay.
So 33 versus 19.
Okay.
8 tackles for loss.
Okay.
On pace there.
6 sacks.
Not on pace there.
Ain't happening.
2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's look at the projection.
Well, you guys watch the film. What are you seeing? Like, how would you say Mason Graham has played? Has he been below average, bad, average, above average?
He's been up and down.
He's been up and down.
Very
So
up and
last
down.
week he just
So
had
average, would you say overall this season so far?
He,
Been okay.
he actually graded out the best out of any Browns players doing defense.
Yeah, he did.
He graded out at an 80.
According to
80
PFF.
This
according
past
to-
week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also had an 88 pass rush grade as well, which is extremely high. His pass rush grade was better than Myles Garrett.
Really?
Could you believe it?
Miles
find
Garrett.
that
This is
surprising.
the first PFF grade for Miles I've ever seen that wasn't crazy. And I thought he played pretty well against
it
the
was
Jets.
What is Mason Graham's overall grade for the season at PFF?
I think he's
Pull it
right.
up for you right now.
I
Mason
think he's
Graham
47th out of D tackles, right?
37.
37, right?
He has a 66 overall grade.
That's not good. I mean, is that average?
70 is
It's 37 out of 125.
that's pretty good. Now here's the thing.
I mean, he was the first top 5 pick. Is it
like,
unfair to expect better than 37 out of 125?
well
as a rookie,
Here's the thing.
Coming out, everybody.
it's not bad.
The one thing that everybody was worried about was sacks numbers, which
right.
is very hard to get as a defensive tackle. And he needed to work on his pass rush. So far, his pass rush is fine. He ain't getting the sacks.
Yeah, right.
So
He got.
I mean,
he has to have a
yeah.
secondary move. The thing is that he wins on quickness, but he needs to get physically more strong. He needs to be able to bull rush. I don't think he bull rushes that great. He has to develop a move and a secondary move. Right now, he's just getting in the backfield through penetration and just making sure that he's quick off the football. And then also he has to learn to navigate double teams.
Right.
He's slightly undersized, so
Yeah, listen, it's a tough position for a rookie.
yeah.
It's half a season.
I'm not gonna kill him.
He's not. We know as people that have covered the Browns for a long time what a bust first round pick looks like.
Yeah.
He don't feel like a bust.
No, he's not.
But right now, he doesn't feel like a guy worthy of a top 5 pick, but certainly doesn't feel like a bust.
It's hard to say because Miles
It's too early.
Miles arguably having his most productive season.
And he's probably contributed to that.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah,
So,
that's fair.
It's what's the dude for the Bills that I always say?
Kyle Williams?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ed Oliver?
No, not Ed Oliver.
Now-
Kyle Williams. When he retired, all the DNs
Right.
was mad because they you don't understand. The reason I had all my sacks is because Kyle Williams was so good.
clogging up
That's kind of like what Mason Graham is going to be.
You should have called him out. See, Tyvis picked the only white D tackle that was good.
True.
He picked the only. You know what I'm saying? How he did that.
Not a lot of white D tackles.
Kyle Williams was nice though.
What is wrong with you? Why is
Kyle Williams was
like,
nice though.
Stop that.
I would just had to point Bull
We
out. 'cause
like
you know,
that.
Bull,
We
Bull-
like talking about race making people uncomfortable.
So no,
fun.
I tell you what though, Mason Graham, if he get him a little counter move, if he get in this offseason,
Yeah.
it's hard for a pass rushing defensive tackle kind of like Ed Oliver, right? You talk about Ed Oliver. He's one of those guys who's a little undersized that gets upfield. You know who we remind me kind of, and this is kind of bad because you're like, why would you take a top 5 pick on this guy? Larry Ogunjobi.
Nice player, but not worth it.
But I mean, but you see, Larry Ogunjobi had some nice years for the Bengals, had nice years for the Browns, nice years for the Steelers.
Is Mike Hall playing?
No.
Is he not playing?
Man, it's a weird. No, he has played.
Oh, he has?
He's done.
I didn't realize.
But he has played.
I'm gonna tell you something. And me and my dad saw it. Right, we was watching him, and they was like, "Oh, Mike Hall Jr. is on his way back." See, this is the problem when people don't be having no surgeries. When I see him get off the football, I said, "Oh man, this dude look like Captain Jack getting off the football."
Do you know why you haven't realized he's played, Bull and Tyvis? Do you want to guess Mike Hall's stat line in the 2 games he's played?
0 tackles.
Definitely 0 sacks.
0 sacks. 0 pressures.
He's put up the Tony Snell, 0s across the board.
How many snaps?
His
I
life.
gotta look that up.
His life is predicated on quickness.
Right.
Getting off the football, and he had 2 surgeries. The Cleveland Browns didn't they came out later, but he had 2 surgeries. And I saw him get off the football. I said, "Oh, he's not ready. He's still working through rehab. He can't play with the way he's moving right now. It's going to take him a whole nother year."
What did he have surgery on?
He only had 3 snaps against the Jets, so he barely played.
His knee.
Damn. So and how about the game before?
I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
I mean, he really hasn't played.
Yeah,
That's not fair to lock him in with a 0.
Yeah,
he took 3
He
snaps.
played. He did play more against the Patriots than 3 snaps. I just can't find.
He should have got a red shirt.
Number.
He should
Yeah, and
caught-
they never put him on IR. It was weird.
He should have got that red. He should
Very
have caught that
strange.
shirt this year, Tyvis.
All right, Mike. Do you feel like we've given enough praise to Carson Schwesinger?
Yes, but hold on. I'm going to find.
Acceptable
I'm gonna
amount
find
of
this for you real quick. Here's the snap count against the Patriots. Mike Hall played in 18 snaps.
Okay. So he's had 21 snaps so far.
Yeah. So
He pulled up a Tony Snell.